Are we live? We are live. What's up? Y'all, I'm starting to fill this gap a little bit, okay? So, hey everybody, I'm Kel'a. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all for being here, all my subscribers, everybody that comments, all that. Good, bad, ugly. I appreciate y'all. And my newbies, what's up? Thank you for joining us. Go ahead and hit that notification bell and subscribe to my channel so you can get the newest videos that are coming, like, okay, like the paper we gonna make this year. Let's get it, right? So I'm Kel'a again, and I appreciate everybody for being here. How your mama? How your mama and them doing? Mama and them. That's how I feel today. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into this video. We are going to talk about how I personally, my own personal situation, how I train my brain to get myself up out of postpartum depression. I know that it's a lot of people that just had babies or going to have babies, you know, that quarantine babies. Let's just have a real conversation here. We do talk about entrepreneurship, but I feel like it's very important, especially as being minorities, being Black women. Being Black, we got to talk about these things too. We got to talk about mental health awareness and issues and things that are uncomfortable, because I love talking about the uncomfortable. So let's go ahead and get into this video right freaking now. So for those of you that are confused on like, what is postpartum? Like, why are we talking about this? Well, we're going to talk about this because I feel like this is very necessary. And I'm definitely an advocate for mental health. I'm like, listen, and I'm just an advocate for health and taking care of yourself and knowing your status, HIV and all that, knowing even just your entire health status, knowing that is important. Having life insurance, just really taking care of your whole entire being is important to me to speak about, because, you know, as Black people, we tend to, especially as single moms, we tend to forget about ourselves and put ourselves to the back burner, and we do so much for everybody else that we forget about us. And if we ain't here to take care of them kids, who gonna take care of them? Ain't nobody gonna take care of our babies as good as we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to stay on top of that. I know it's one of those things that are very like, it's very uncomfortable, and it's nerve-wracking, because you're like, oh, I don't know, because you know the HIV test is not a joke. Like, you're nervous. You're like, my life could change like that because of a status. So, you know, it's important to stay on top of those things and, you know, practice safe sex if you're not in a monogamous relationship. Practice safe sex, and also just know your status with everything. If you got to go get a physical, my doctor does physicals, and she does my blood work in complete, you know, it's like a diagnostics for your car. It's like a diagnostics for your body. Know where you stand, cholesterol, high blood pressure, your eyes, your feet, everything, top to bottom. Allow this year to be the year that you do that, okay? And also, if you know that you might need some help, allow this year to be the year that you get the help. We're not going to procrastinate in 2021. God gave us another year. That means it's another year to prove ourselves. The Most High, the universe, whomever you believe, gave us another year. So make the best out of it. And I will have those uncomfortable conversations. I love actually to have uncomfortable conversations, especially with my nieces. I have two nieces who are 13 and 14. And yeah, I definitely talk about that. That is something that I am passionate about, educating the youth. That's why I have a nonprofit organization called Honest, Open, Transparent Girls Workshop, where we talk about, you know, those uncomfortable conversations that parents might not want to have with their kids. They're like super taboo. Oh, I don't want to talk about that. No, I'll talk about it. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about what you want to talk about. I tell my nieces that all the time. Text me if you feel like, you know, whatever. Let me know. You don't want to get that information from no kid, because they don't damn know. So, you know, I wanted to make sure that I did my due diligence just as a Black woman and as a person, you know, that speaks about health and fitness and mental health and all that on my social media platforms, that I'm also doing that here on YouTube, because it can be all fun and games. And, you know, we also have to make sure we throw in a little sprinkle. It's about balance, healthy balance. Just throw a little sprinkle of realness about health and everything. So we're going to talk about how I actually tricked my brain into becoming myself again. And this is what I did personally. So for all my new mommies out here, if you're expecting within this week, today, or this month, or coming up, I just want to let you know that postpartum is so real. And this is not going to be a long video. We're going to get straight to the point. But this, you know, postpartum is very real. And postpartum, you know, it's just... you're not yourself. So I had my daughter back in 2012. So that was like a year ago. I mean, I say year, 8 years ago. 8 years ago. She's an 8-year-old grown woman. And I had no idea what postpartum was. I didn't even know that there was another name for it also, like postpartum psychosis or something like that, where, you know, it's super severe. If I'm wrong, comment below, let me know. But that's what I thought the name was. But I had postpartum. I got postpartum literally right after I had her. I mean, I had her, that was it. I had postpartum, but I didn't know what it was. So I was very depressed. I didn't like to look at myself in the mirror. I just was like, ugh, like, what is this? Why? I don't feel like being bothered. I don't want to be a mom right now. We got to make these mentions like real. Like we have to normalize being able to talk about postpartum, being able to talk about mental health. Like these are realizing what happiness was. Like I was like, I'm happy. Oh my goodness. I'm joyful. I'm just like, I feel different. Like I feel even better than before, even better than I felt before I had her. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm telling you is to start here. Start forming a habit, right? So when you want to eat better, when you want to work out, when you want to learn a language or do something new that you have not been used to doing, like being positive, being happy, being grateful, having gratitude, having self-love, self-assurance, all these positive things, if you're not used to having those or hearing those or seeing those, you have to make it a habit. Make it a habit to tell yourself that you are going to have a good day. You are going to be a good mom. You are going to be happy. Whatever it might be that you feel like you're not doing or you're lacking, make it a habit to tell yourself that you're going to be that, right? I feel like I'm lacking happiness and confidence. I'm confident. I'm happy. I literally did those small things. I had a therapist. I had a life coach. I had medication. I tried all three of those things. Nothing worked for me besides this. Literally training my brain, reprogramming, reprogramming my brain, my thoughts to be exactly what I wanted them to be. You don't have to be negative. You don't have to be unhappy. You don't have to be miserable. You don't have to be a deadbeat mom or a deadbeat dad. These are all things that are in your control. So the things that you are in control of, fix them. You are in control of your mind. You are in control of your thoughts. You are in control of your actions. So let's start with the more holistic route. Let's start there, right? Okay. And I'm not a doctor, so if you feel like you tried all these or you feel like this ain't gonna work for you, you need medication, go for it. But what I'm telling you is when you start eating right, you start exercising more, you start making things habits, healthy relationships, healthy thoughts. You don't think that I would have an outcome, a positive outcome? So let's start with that. Please comment below one good thing about you. Tell me, and I'll start with myself. One good thing about me is that I'm a very, very, very understanding person. I love that about myself. My family hates it, especially my mom. She's like, you literally are the most understanding person I've ever met. I know, because I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, I've been there, done that. Even if I haven't been there, I can see how you did that. I can see how that could happen. So I love that about myself. And that's okay. So tell me, comment below. Give me hearts, whatever. Just let me know something. Let me know one good thing about you, right? And let that be the first habit you start forming, right? And if you tell me, I'm very kind, I'm very loving, every day I want you to tell yourself that, okay? And that's it. Let's retrain our thoughts, deprogram and reprogram. Let's learn and unlearn. Let's unlearn those terrible negative habits and let's relearn those healthy habits of positivity and good energy. It's nothing like having good energy. It's nothing like being positive. It's nothing like being happy. And I know happiness is temporary, but I'm very like the self-gratitude, like the gratitude, the self-love, the self-assurance, all those things, like those things keep me in good spirits 98% of the time. So don't think that, I'm always just whoop, 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 No, I'm not. I have days. But I realize that those days are pretty much around my period. So when they're home, the hormones are out of whack, obviously you're gonna have a, little cuckoo moment. So that's it. That's how I got out of my depression. That's how I became a better mother, a better person. Just retraining my brain. That's it. So go ahead, comment below, let me know. Go ahead and like and share and subscribe. And we're just gonna get to the next video. We're gonna just keep going and keep going. And I'm gonna be in y'all faces all the time. And that's it, y'all gonna fall in love with me. Cause that, just like I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. Everybody that is my subscriber and watch this, mwah, thank you so much. Everybody that's about to join, mwah, thank you so much. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.